everybody, this is Mono's Fashion. So I'm coming to you today with my very first story time. So if you want to hear a funny story about how I got on the stage with Prince, then you need to keep guys watching. Well, first of all, I want to say hi if you're just new to tuning in, and if you are inclined, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and share that positivity. It's okay, I'm not going to judge you. It's okay to like my videos. Go ahead and thumbs them up. If you are oldie but goodie, thank you for tuning back in and keeping your girl holding down. I really appreciate all the love and support that you always send to me. So let me get into this story time about how I shared the stage with Prince. So I was listening to the radio one day, and if you are a true Prince, I'm talking about this Prince. I'm talking about this Prince, y'all. This Prince, okay? When I say Prince, okay. So if you are a true fan, you know Prince never really gave you full advance notice about his concerts. When his concerts came around, you got like 2 or 3 days notice, and that is it. So he was performing at the Academy of Music in Philadelphia, and I think they made an advertisement on Thursday that his concert was Saturday. Honey, I was borrowing money from everybody that would lend me money to get that ticket because I was going. I was going to call out for work. I had it all planned out. I even knew what I was going to wear before I even got there. But this was before Ticketmaster, Ticket Hub, and all of that stuff became really, really popular, where you don't even have to stand outside for hours and hours to get your tickets. So what had happened was I got my money, and then I was like, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I am going to wait in line, and I'll be number one in line to get my ticket. That's what I'm going to do. So my sister was like, well, if you're really going to stay out overnight, waiting in line in the elements, then I'll wait with you. And I was like, that is what's up. So I go to, and the Academy of Music is on Broad Street, which is a really busy street. And it was still broad daylight, and it was about maybe 4:30. And I was thinking to myself, I think I'm out here way too early. Way too early. But you know what? At least I'll be first in line. That's all that matters. I'll be first in line. And being first in line means I get to pick wherever I want to sit. You understand? You understand? Wherever the coins that I had, that I borrowed and grabbed for my ticket was going to be enough for me to get wherever I wanted to go. So I get to the Academy of Music, and I look. It is 4 other people already in line. So they had the same great idea that I had about getting in line right away. So later on that evening, my sister comes, and thank God she brought, I wasn't even thinking. I'm just in I had a sweater on and a vest. It was like 30 degrees outside. It was cold outside. But I was so determined to get these Prince tickets, I did not even care how cold it was outside. So when she came, she brought blankets, she brought chairs, she brought food. I was like, oh my God, I didn't even think to bring food or blankets or a chair. I love that girl. I love that girl because she was thinking for me, because I was just so happy to be in line. So by the end of the night, I say about 10, 11, 12 o'clock, I just so happened to look down in the opposite direction of where I was at, and I could see that the line was all the way down the block. So I wasn't the only one that had the idea of waiting in line for the tickets. And so, you know, if you have ever been in a line, you know, say Black Friday or something like that, you kind of get to know the people that's standing around you. And I was number 5. And being that I was number 5, I got to talking to number 6 and number 3 and 4. So 3 and 4 was a couple, and they were nice, and they were joking and everything. And, you know, sometimes people have camaraderie, and they're so sweet and nice. So, you know, when we needed to go and warm up for a little bit, get some hot chocolate, go to the bathroom, you know, they held our place in line and everything. So let's fast forward to the concert. So let me tell you what I had on, okay? Let me tell you what I had on. So I had on this shirt that was so sheer. Ask me, how sheer was it? That thing was so sheer, you could see my heartbeat. That's how sheer that shirt was. And at the time, I still was, well endowed then. I was really big into the sticky adhesives that the sticky things that you wear on your breast instead of wearing a bra. Because I had converted this shirt for the majority of my back to be out and the lower part of my back to be out. But I needed my breast up here because they don't stay up there. They down here. So I needed a shirt that was I needed something that was going to hold me up. So I came across these sticky things that they sell on South Street. They're known for, they're called, the name of the brand was called Braza. Anyway, that's what I wore with the shirt. And I had on some jeans and some heels or whatever. Just, it didn't matter. And the fabulous thing about my ticket was I was dead center row. I was in row number 3, dead center in the aisle. Do you hear what I'm saying? I was in row number 3, dead center in the aisle. That meant I could see everything and I could see Prince up close. So what had happened was the concert was phenomenal. It was banging. It was the bomb. And somehow, some way, Prince was like, I need a few people on the stage. Who wants to come on the stage with me? Now, you know your girl. And if you are my family and you my friend, you know that Prince is everything to me. He is my most favorite person in the world. So I was getting on that stage. You understand? Somehow, some way, when he pointed at me, I don't know how I did it, but I was already standing on my chair. But I wound up standing on the back of the row in front of me, row number 2, and the back of the row in front of that one, row number 1, and then I hopped on to the stage. Okay? Honey, I was holding on people's heads and shoulders to keep myself level, and I made my way up there. So, of course, the bodyguard was like, listen, don't approach him. Don't try to touch him. Just keep your distance. And I was so happy to be up there, to be on the stage with him. I stood and screamed, and I was so hoarse, screaming. And of course, everybody listened. Ain't nobody tripped. When they told you to stay away, you stayed away. But he still made his way close to me, and it was like the most amazing thing. When you have someone that you respect and love, and that's an idol, whether they're an actress or singer, and they come close to you, and when you're almost near to touching them, it is the most wonderful feeling in the world. So, I told you what I had on, right? I told you my shirt was so sheer, you could see my heartbeat. And by me being on stage, I somehow made my way closer to the front of where he was at. And the lights are super bright. And I told you what I had on, right? So Prince comes close to me and he's playing his guitar, honey. And I'm just screaming, I'm bouncing, I'm jumping, I'm so happy. Oh my God, I can't believe it. He's on the stage. I'm on the stage with Prince. He looks at me and gave me this look right here. And looked at my shirt and shook his head and went just like this. And child, I went crazy with my screaming. Oh my God, that concert was amazing. So let's fast forward after the concert, maybe a few months after the concert. So I was telling anybody and everybody that would listen that I was on stage with Prince. But at the time, my cell phone died, so I ain't had no picture. And I went to the concert, even though my sister stayed in line with me, I went to the concert by myself, so I ain't had no evidence. I ain't had no witnesses. Ain't nobody. It's either you believe me or you don't. So it just so happened that number 4, who's the guy, the couple, so happened to start working at the same job that I worked at. And he looked at me and I looked at him and he was like, number 5. And I was like, number 4. And I was like, tell him, I really was on the stage. He was like, yup, she was really on the stage. And so I actually finally had a witness of somebody that actually seen me on the stage with Prince at the Academy of Music. So yeah, that's it. That is my story time for today. If you would like to hear another story time, trust me, I have so much to tell you. Please don't forget to comment down below. Hit that like button. Hitting the like button is so much important. And guess what? It's free. And ain't nobody gonna judge you if you like my video. Ain't nobody gonna judge you. I ain't gonna judge you. Go ahead and hit that like button. It's okay to like my videos. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening to me tell you about the day I was on the stage with Prince. And yes, so if you enjoyed what I said, you know what you need to do, because you know I told you a good story. That was a good story, y'all. That was a good story. You need to give me a high five. Bye, guys.